Spartans! Lay down your weapons!
Persians! Come and get them!
My E.D.C gear, and today we're going to talk about situational awareness, along with a theoretical model of situational awareness by Dr. Inslee, published in 1995. The first level is perception. The first step of achieving situational awareness is to perceive the status, attributes, and dynamic relevant elements in the environment. Thus, level 1, the most basic level of SA, involving the process of monitoring cue detection and simple recognition, which lead to an awareness of multiple situation, elements, objects, events, people, systems, environmental factors, and their current states, locations, conditions, modes, and actions. So basically what they're saying here is when I walk through the store, I have to be aware of the people around me, objects in my path. I actually have to know how to navigate my way without looking at times around objects, especially if I'm pursuing somebody. So I do work for a security company, and my major motivations right now are loss prevention. So that's kind of the bread and butter right now. And you always have to look out for your environmental factors too, because there can be hazards in the environment. Maybe somebody hung something carelessly, or a display's tipping, and I'm the one who usually gets stuck holding and directing people. I do loss prevention in plain clothing. So, and this brings me to my E.D.C gear, what I carry. We'll get to that in a little bit. We got 2 more levels of situational awareness to go through. These are theoretical models, so I don't know why, they seem pretty straightforward to me. The third one's pretty long and kind of requires more of a reading to understand. So I'll paste that one in there. Alright, comprehension. Next step in situational awareness, level 2. Formation involves a synthesis of disjoint level, situation 1. Elements of the process of pattern recognition, interpreting, and evaluation. I'm starting. Level 2 requires integration. This information to understand how it will impact upon the individual's goals and objectives. This includes developing a comprehensive picture of the world, or that portion that would of concern to the individual. Basically, what that's saying, if you are trailing somebody, maybe if you're just being aware that somebody's following you, you might want to actually just step back and try to look at this individual, look at his body language and his actions, and we'll get to that in another video. Because if you can read an individual like a book, you might have that person down pat. But I'm going to warn you, reading an individual is never falter. What you might perceive as bad intentions, you might not have. You have to be really careful. Alright. Or I'll just read you a little bit of level 3 here. It's called projection. The third and highest level of situational awareness involves the ability to project the future actions and elements in the environment. This is achieved through knowledge of the status and dynamics of the elements and comprehension of the situation. That's basically telling you have to make sense of the whole situation you're in. Whether you're walking down the street, and maybe you come upon like a protest or anything like that. If you can comprehend maybe going around, not going through, maybe not getting involved, walking away, things like that. Now I'm going to paste up the entire description of each of these levels. Hopefully you guys can put them to your use. So when this video gets published, you can find this stuff on Wiki by typing in situational awareness. I'll throw a link into my video. But alright, I guess we'll get into gear now. You can see what I got here is a Beretta, and it has been safety checked, so I'm handling it. A lot of pistols have external safeties on them, some don't. Those are mainly a service pistol. But you gotta remember about a pistol, they were all designed to kill in defense or in wartime. But we'll break this down in another video and I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got a lot of wear and scratches on it. I do train in my pistol. Another thing is here too is reloads. A lot of people neglect to carry a reload, and I do see this when I see open carriers. I don't know why you wouldn't. You never know when it comes in handy. I usually conceal quite a bit, because that's what my job requires. This one's the primary magazine. It's a 9-rounder with 1+1 in the chamber. Here's one of my folding knives, stock Trident. I love this knife. Keeps a nice edge, very sharp, and it's very quick to open. This is my fixed blade Gerber Mini. I used to carry this, but due to my waist shrinking, I've had to actually put on a duty belt. So that does not fit on the belt anymore. Now when you first get it, your pistol, you're going to be wondering what kind of holster to get. I really prefer retention holsters. This is a Surplus from Blackhawk. It's got a lot of controversy around it. I know some people have had some accidents with it. Some claim it doesn't work well when it gets too dirty. I've got this thing covered in mud and plastered and it still works just fine. But do your research on your holster. It's got a quick attach on the back. Basically, clicks in. Finger that and put that out. Of course, you got a wallet and a flashlight. The flashlight I use is actually in my truck. I don't have a case for it, so this right here is a multi-tool. It is a Leatherman Mutt. And that's all sorts of features in it. Primarily made for a AR-15 platform. Military utility tool. That's the designation. And as you can see here, laying on this CPR card is the front adjustment tool for a AR platform. The reason why it's laying on there is because I'm a first responder and my name is signed under that card. So I do have first aid training. Alright, these are dummy rounds. Snap caps for dry firing. And we'll get into that in another episode. I just bought them out to show you. And go to the range, maybe I'll shove some in the magazines and show you some malfunction drills. But that's basically the everyday carry right now. So we'll clear off the table and I'll show you one other thing. When you're carrying, you really need to consider this because the basic equipment was made for this is a gun belt. And I see guys all the time just shove on their belts thinking, okay, well this works. Well, after a while it does not work. Belts get flimsy, they stretch and they break. A gun belt will last quite a while. This one is a Blackhawk gun instructor belt, and I've had this for well over 6 months. You can see it gotten flimsy because I've worn it, but it's hardly, there's some wear on it, but it's not too bad. It's got the Velcro, which I absolutely love, plus the rigging. There's a few different names for these types of belts. Quite a few companies make them, and there's quite a few out there that are really good. Just do your research on the belt. Due to recent events, I've actually had to go to wearing a duty belt over this belt because my waist is getting smaller, so it interferes with my holster. It's not quick, that basically just attaches in there like that. It's quick release system on the Blackhawk. This is a UTG duty belt. As you can see, there's my little security badge. I think I'm awesome. Not really. There's my phone case. There's my pouch for my multi-tool. And there are my mag holders. And yes, I do wear belt keepers too. They're just not on this belt. They're on my actual black duty belt from my uniform. But this is a good recommendation too because they will hold tight for you. They do hold things up nicely. And the best thing about a duty belt is you can flick off the keepers. You got to go to the bathroom. You don't have to sit there with your whole belt, on the pot. So I actually hang it up on the rail where I can access it. And the reason why that is one day my brother decided to come into the store where I was working and reach into the stall and grab my belt by my pants. He almost got stabbed. You'll meet him later, he's just a dumb fuck. But anyway guys, I hope this was a nice first look into the E.D.C. We'll do some more discussion later. I'm going to edit this video. Please don't mind the watermark banner that shows up. I haven't yet to activate the editing program I use. Once I do, I will re-upload this video. This video is basically for a friend who's deciding to get a sidearm, and I'm going to try to teach him properly how to handle. And I'm pretty sure if I do something stupid and wrong, somebody's going to let me know about it. That's the freedom of speech everyone loves so much. So anyway guys, keep your powder dry, and thanks. Please subscribe and like.